So the lunar nodes are supposed to be 2 points in space where the moon's orbit is intersecting the orbit of the Earth around the sun. So it is basically the sun and the moon's orbit. They intersect at particular points. Okay, so here if you see here, these are the intersection points. So these are supposed to be the nodes. Now these nodes are basically they are mathematical points in space, and they become very important points because they tend to have a lot of influence on how the world behaves. So Gann in his books has this famous table which is called the financial timetable. Now this timetable was compiled by him in 1909. If you see this, okay, it has got various years here. He starts from 1784 and he goes on to 1988. In fact, he finishes this at 2008. And then you see that there are certain periods. Now this 4-year period is mentioned here is extreme low stock prices, strikes, recession, despair, beginning of new business opportunities. So these are the years. This particular section, if you see, these are years which are supposed to be extreme low stock prices. Then the prices move up. Then again there is panic in these years, and then the prices again hit a low. Then again the prices go up. Again there is panic. Again the prices hit a low. And this way he's actually categorized them as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K. Okay, so these are the periods, and this keeps repeating itself. Now, if you closely monitor the time period which is there between, the difference, if you'll find that there's a difference of 18 years and 19 years. There's 18 years, 19 years, 18 years, 19 years. Now, what is this 18 years and 19 years? Now, this 18 years and 19 years is a period of one complete round of the nodes, lunar nodes. It's generally said to be 18.6 years. So every one complete round, it brings a change in the entire society, in the entire economic conditions of the countries. It includes everything, and that reflects in the stock market. So this was a very important observation of Gann, and that the lunar nodes affect our prices, the economy in a big way, and so this is something which we should also get into. So if the lunar nodes, if the 18.6 year cycle affects it so immensely, then definitely we can break it down and we can see whether the implication also happens on a shorter time span using smaller planets. Now the same chart I've actually converted into Excel so that it's easier for you to have a look. So the recent history, if you see, it says that low stock prices here. If you see this column here, okay, low stock prices. I've actually extended it beyond 2008 so that we get a picture of the current history. And you see here 2020 is here. Okay, now this is off by there can be an there's a thing called orb. Okay, so there can be a few months orb. So this was saying that 2019 there's going to be a low stock price, which actually came 2 months later in 2020. So this was the COVID time when we had very low stock prices. So if you see, it kind of gels well with the present condition because it's just a repetition of history. And then of course the prices go up. And again, if you see this particular time phase which are running right now, 23, 24 is supposed to be another, according to him, is going to be another crash. Now what he prepared, this particular timetable is prepared keeping in mind the Dow Jones, because this was actually kind of connected to the Dow Jones. Okay, but then since Dow actually represents the American economy, and the whole world is dependent on that. So more or less you get a picture of the whole world here. I will show you the same stuff on charts, the lunar node, that is how the lunar node in combination of the moon, the combination of other planets can actually define highs and lows. Okay, so we'll just have a look at that. So here if you see, I've got various indicators here. Okay, so I'll just enable the indicator which is called the nodes indicator. Okay, so I'm just enabling this indicator here. So let's have a look. So we have this indicator where what I've done is I've actually taken in the nodes, that is I've taken the moon nodes, okay, the nodes of the moon. I've taken the three points basically, the conjunction, that is when the node is with the moon. I've taken the opposition when the moon is opposite this particular node, and then I've taken the midpoint, the square of it. Now when I put it on the chart, you see we get something very interesting. Okay, now we almost get the tops and bottoms. If you see this, the trend goes up and then again the trend changes here. Then again we have got a kind of a, now always remember the nodes are usually, they extend for 2 days. Okay, so what is marked here may be 1 day, so you can also take plus and minus 1 day. So you kind of get very nice moves. Okay, now see there was an up move here which came here, and then the square of the nodes here kind of stopped this up move, and then it started going sidewards. And again there was a opposition, there was a conjunction here, there was opposition here, and this opposition, the moment when it finished, it started going up again. Okay, you have this, have a look. See the top here. See the movement here. It kind of, as soon as this is formed, it starts moving down. Okay. Almost kinds of and forms the bottom here. See this beautiful point here. Okay. See this point here. This is almost the bottom. Okay. This is the square of the moon and the square of the moon in nodes. Okay. So if you go to the history, you will actually find that this is very interesting. Most of the time, it will give you the tops and bottoms. Okay. If you want to check the other nodes, say I want to check the nodes with maybe the sun. Okay. Or I want to check with nodes with moon, and I want to check nodes with maybe Venus. Okay. Well, let me enable all. Okay, now this will also give you, now suppose this yellow line is supposed to be Venus and the node. Okay, so see how beautiful this is. Again, like another bottom here. Okay, see this a kind of a top here, and then the price really comes down. It comes down by around 600 points here. It's a fall of 600 points. Okay, so this is how it it kind of shows you that how the nodes affect the prices. Okay, now these are various combinations. Now, what is interesting in financial astrology is that you cannot generalize it. Suppose if you've got various stocks, suppose Nifty is behaving in the particular way, Bank Nifty will behave in a different way. It could be the combination of not moon in nodes, it could be Venus in nodes, which will determine the ups and downs there, or it could be just either the nodes with the sun actually are the eclipses, so they may be affecting the prices. So this is a very interesting study, and this is something which you should explore. How it helps you, because the moment you know that there's a node coming in, you know that there's a moon in nodes, or there's a Venus in nodes coming in, you know very well that the prices may correct here. So you can actually place your, you can come out of your positions, or you can think of a reversal there. So this is how it becomes very handy. This is moon in nodes, or basically lunar nodes. Okay,